Morning traders, and this is your Aussie day trade setup for today. So we have hit two areas on the daily chart. So the first one is the 200 EMA. You can see the buyer stepped in right off there, which coincided with a gap close. And in typical Aussie fashion, we've also got off at 61.8, which is right over there. Okay, and the buyer stepped in, and the last thing that we have here, let's get rid of this, is we have come back to test the break of the alligator. Okay, so this area here is definitely an area of interest for buying as far as I'm concerned. So I didn't really get in on any longs yesterday, and I'll explain now why. So you can see the 3-hour 200 EMA is also in the same area at the gap. So it would have been interesting to get in on the gap, but I'm looking for a little bit more confirmation than that, because that was our trend line. So I am expecting it was a pretty steep trend, so I'm expecting some sort of a consolidation at the moment, or even a retest this, or even just to irritate you, just to drop below here, sort of pick up another level, and I think something like that could be possible, which just come to 76.4 Fibonacci. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a retest of the trend line break, or alternatively another retest of the 200 EMA. If we look at the hour, you can see we've got the hour 200 EMA here. So that to me would make sense. The price hits there, then bounces back down. So I don't expect a turn immediately. Not much like we fell, but I do expect some kind of consolidation or a slow grind to turn around. But we are in an area that I'd be very cautious of being short. Okay, especially when you see an hour chart like this, inside bar, engulfing bar. Okay, this last bar is nonsense bar, but that's pretty much. I won't say that's buyers stepping in. That's profit taking. So this was profit taking here. Okay, so it would be nice to see some kind of a pin bar like this, proper wise man number one, and that would give us a really good indication to get in. So let's just move through the lower time frames and see if there is anything else there. Nope, nothing there. A bit of a flat bottom triangle that broke to the upside. But if I look at my oscillators, and I'm still below the alligator, so I'm still a little bit wary about this. Okay, still looking for an opportunity to get long, but I don't see it at the moment. Okay, so here you can see on the 12-minute, you can see bouncing around on this level. And I mean, I suppose you could have hopped in around here, kept a 100-point stop loss for 200 points move. It is possible, but I think for me at the moment, I'm looking for a decent trade. Okay, so I'm looking for longs today, and the question is from where. So it would be nice to see a little bit of a pullback, either back onto a breakout of 51.86 or back to test this, or even to drop a little bit lower. Okay, there's an area there. Let me just pick it up off the hour. There's an area there. Okay, so there are some other, there is more to the downside that we can look for. I don't see the versions now. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm expecting some form of consolidation, but I'm also anticipating some kind of a trap where the bears just take control one more time for another push. It could be short-lived, or it could extend round about good 800 points. So there still is a bit of a short, but I think the the key to that is going to be a break below 50.034. If you get a break below 53.04, sort of a 15 or 12-minute close below that, then you've got some downside targets to pick up. But once you have these downside targets, that's where I'm looking to start buying. Okay, so let's just look at, and then the other way, that's the one side of it, and the other side of it is sort of holding this level or this level here where we've closed. Okay, so in other words, getting above 53.26 would give us a nice entry for a long with a stop here. Okay, and then I would expect a deep pullback somewhere in this for an opportunity to get long again, scale in again, and then you should be able to hold them for a couple of days. Okay, so before we move off here, I just want to see what worldwide markets are doing. Rand dollar at the moment, 14.89. Hang Seng is still down. Tencent is up 1%. Nasdaq was flat yesterday. Futures is flat. S&P yesterday was fairly flat. Futures is flat. The Dow is flat. Dow finished ever so slightly up yesterday, or flat. And that's after they were down quite a bit yesterday. So I anticipate pretty much either a fairly flat open, but with Tencent where it is now, probably anticipate a gap up, and then a little bit of a pullback, get us an opportunity to get long, and your stops are going to be below this area here of 50.034. Okay, so let's just close off with the ichimoku. I know there's quite a few of you that trade ichimoku. Okay, so looking at the 12-minute, just recap on the day. And the 12-minute ichimoku is brilliant for day trading on this instrument, just by the way. So you can see we've had 3 days below the cloud and below Kijisen and Tikinson, and you can see how well it tracks Kijisen and Tikinson. So yesterday you can see we had a gap down, a rally up, inside bar. It would basically can't be faulted to thinking that you would have had a move to the upside. But if you just make sure that you don't take any long trades using ichimoku on the 12-minute until you get a crossover and you get some bullish signals. So you can see inside bar, then a rejection bar, off, pretty much off Kijinson. So that was your signal right there to be short, and you can see how it moves to the downside. Now you've got the crossover. Okay, so now you're looking for a long, and the first area of take profit is, because we're on the cloud, so you should anticipate a break of the cloud, then the top of the cloud will be the first area, then you pull back, and then a break. Okay, and that pullback will be your second area to get in. So at the moment, this is swinging, it's turning on ichimoku, but you've got a lot of support, or sorry, resistance to the left. So that's, you anticipate a bit of a choppy move inside here. The 30-minute, still bearish, and you can see 30-minute you would have also 3 days been able to hold a short. Okay, but look at the size of resistance to the left. So this is definitely, when you get up into the 30-minute cloud, that is an area you need to be very cautious of, because those will be some big moves, retracements. Okay. If you look at the hour, trend is also down at the moment. No reason to be looking for longs, but the thing about ichimoku is that it happens in the past. So everything is calculated 26 days in the past, or 26 and 9 days in the past. So it is a moving average type strategy. So it is lagging somewhat. If you look at the 4 hour, this is where the real concern comes in, because you've got a bearish signal here, you've got a bearish signal here. We are kind of testing the cloud. Okay, so this area up here, again, is going to be a profit-taking area. Now, one thing to watch on ichimoku here is if this thing swings around, which is looking like it's the setup that's going to happen, because you've got a flat Kijinson and Tikinson pointing down, This thing swings around and then crosses. So Teganson swings around and crosses over here. That is an extremely bullish signal. You've got a green cloud, and then Chicospan should follow through price as well. And that is extremely bullish. Then I think you can pretty much validate this measured move here. Okay, and that's kind of the play that I'm looking for. So this is a good 3,000 point move to the upside. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking for at the moment. And this twist here would just validate it for me. So any long that I've got here, just keep moving the stop up and wait for this, anticipate that bounce back to the downside, get back in. And if you do get a crossover, that's the one you're holding, because there is a good 3,000 point trade here. Okay, and looking at the daily, we're bouncing off the daily Kijinsen as well. Okay, so higher time frames, everything here is indicating a decent move to the upside is brewing. Okay, and the last thing is obviously this level here, this previous breakout, that was a cup and handle. Okay, yes, we're back in this area, but the cup and handle is still valid, which basically don't think they'll line up. Oh, they're pretty close. Yeah, they're pretty close. Okay, so that's my zone that we're looking for to take profit in. It's 53268 and 53651. Okay, so that is what I'm looking at the moment. Definitely looking at a move to the upside, and this 30 minutes, this last hour of trading is pretty much a big bar. So there's my closing range strategy, and you can see how the 161 extension is right slap bang on Kijinsen, and then the range target is underside of cloud. So that would definitely be my first trade. Then I'm looking for a move to the downside, and then I'm looking to get back in. And I'll keep trading like that until I'm through the cloud on the half hour and the hour. Once I'm through the cloud on the half hour and the hour, that you'll be every take profit, you take profit, and then what we'll be doing is switching to get in on the pullback, wait for the next pullback, add to the position, get on the pullback, add to the position, and keep that running for 3,000 points. That should allow you to accumulate a very nice long position. Okay, anyway guys, that's my view for today. Hope it helps, and I will catch you later. Cheers for now.